Piero! Should we record?
Let's record.
Hi.
Hi. How was your weekday, month then?
What?
Oh yeah, there's a thing that people say.
What have you heard being said?
Well, I heard through the grapevine, that if you step on a crack, you break your mom's back.
Well, I love my mom and many other moms, and I think of a lot of things as mother girl, and I love all of those things so much that I skip those cracks.
Absolutely, we do.
My week has been no.
Just no. Fair.
How's your? I mean,
That's
2
real.
weeks. You know,
Yeah.
we're doing it bi-monthly.
Yeah.
Now.
What did I do? Oh,
Which is funny because
lastly,
like neither of us are bi now.
yeah.
I mean, you are, but you're not a lesbian. I mean, I'm just,
Yeah.
I did a little bit of a bi erasure for a joke, but
Yeah. I don't know. It's a weird. It's a dance. It's a dance.
it's a dance.
It's a dance for me.
If you were a celebrity, you would say that you're not constructed with.
Yeah.
You're not limited with.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to. I don't like the boxes.
You don't like
the boxes.
boxes. I love a box. I gotta say, I love a box.
Box vagina.
I didn't know.
Really
No.
wasted. Competing genius wasted on this man.
I love a good little like you're this, you're this, you're this. You're poor, you're rich. You know.
Just give me a yeah.
I'm kidding about the poor.
No,
But I
it's-
like the like. It's. I mean, it doesn't have to be a box that necessarily society puts you in. You can just be like, be gay, and maybe one day it.
Queer, you're queer. That's enough.
Yeah, you're queer. But no, there's like also like, it's a box. It's not a sturdy thing. One day it could rain,
Yeah, you
and that box could get a little bit like destroyed,
the box gets wet.
and you can flip that box a little bit.
Yeah. Just might change. You never
And then-
know.
You can rebuild the old box, or
Yeah.
you can live in a new box.
Exactly. Like this really much sounds like we're defending JoJo Siwa, which we're not.
I'm not. I don't know how it sounds that way, and I'm not.
But she's very much that. Like, I'm a lesbian, and then she's like, I never said that. And it's like, okay, work. I mean, I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you want. But my only problem with her and Fletcher is that you've built your whole career is based upon. I mean, JoJo more or less. JoJo was on.
What
Dance
about
Mountain.
Fletcher? What did?
Well, like she came out in 1st of June. First of all, comes out with a song.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Oh, you don't know Fletcher? Genuinely, the only thing that she was famous for is being like, okay, I'm a lesbian who makes songs for lesbians. And then on the 1st of June, comes out with a song being like, and I know y'all wouldn't understand how it feels and what it's like, but I kissed a boy and I've like all these things that it's so nobody would give a fuck.
You know what's the problem with that though? Expecting younger and younger like singers to have fully formed, baked personalities and lives.
Right, she's almost 30 though.
Oh, she is.
Fletcher. I mean.
I'm thinking of JoJo.
Yeah.
You know, like there's.
But JoJo, I'm
There's
just like,
also a problem with
love
JoJo.
it.
Like her whole life has been in front of the camera, so
Yeah.
there's no way to like sit down and ponder
yeah,
what your life is. There's no like possibility to be like, hey, maybe I'm this, maybe I'm that.
yeah, you're not like tied down to one thing, and I'm all for it. Live your life.
The only thing I want to be tied down to is a man.
Me personally,
Me personally, it's like I don't need to be tied down to a sexuality, but I do want to be tied down to a man. I want to be tied down to a nasty police officer that beats other police officers who joke about him being gay.
yes.
And I want that there's no love or spark between us.
Let's just get me a beer here, honey, and
Get
we
me a
just
beer,
sit on a
honey,
couch.
and we're both gamers in very
Yeah,
different ways. And I'm like, oh my god, the new Zelda came out, and he's like, okay, babe.
yeah,
And
work.
I'm a trad wife to the fullest extent.
Yeah,
And that's what I want.
Yeah.
No love.
I cook, I clean.
No
Let me tell
love.
you how I got this ring. There you go.
No love.
No love. Car,
No-
bus, other.
Peace.
No, I've always been very much like, I don't care
About the gender.
about the gender, about pretty much anything. Age didn't play a big part. After I was 18, like nothing really mattered.
Well,
Or
that's
matter.
you don't care much about yourself, though.
It's not true. Saying physically it's anything goes. Is what I mean.
In olden days when trying to
Na 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 na.
anything goes. I I have a friend who
That's my thing. I don't mind a box. I just don't know which one to pick.
I think that's the whole point of the box.
But you know what I mean.
I mean, I feel
Whatever you want.
personally feel
for-
like you're bi or pan. Like
Yeah,
there's
that's what I'm saying. Like whatever you want, just that work.
and then there's the whole feud between bi and pan, and that's the next West Side Story.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
That's the next like Romeo and Juliet story, like feuding families that don't know why.
Yeah.
I said families, and like I kind of ate the L, and then it sounded like Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Feuding families.
Malays. No, pan. I've always been like, yeah, in theory, yes, I'm a pansexual person. But then I'm like, I don't like the
pansexual.
I don't like the way it's so like.
I'm telling you, it's so there's kind of like there's a vibe off of pansexuals that borders on elitist. Like
That borders on ask me what I am. Ask me. Let me tell you. Let me explain it to
it's
you.
very Chris Fleming, like we're poly now.
Yeah.
Like
It's just so.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's and the whole I feel from what I've known from personal experience from what I've been explained about pansexuality is all about like I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But then every pansexual person is
like
so unequivocally loudly pansexual.
Yeah.
That I'm like, isn't the whole point?
The whole point that we don't like live your life. I don't know.
There's that great from Schitt's Creek. That's the one with Dad. There's a guy who's like, I think his sister says like, I'm only into white wine.
Yeah.
And I thought you were too.
Mhm.
And he's like, I'm into both white and red wine.
Mhm.
And last summer I was with a rosé that was
Wonderful
previously Chardonnay. Care about the wine and not the label. Like, that's great.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's
And then also then
for
roll
me,
in the
it's
jokes.
The big issue of that is the infighting. I don't care about pansexual people. I mean, I don't like hate them or anything. But the infighting between bisexual and trans and the whole war of like, are bisexual people excludatory of trans people? And then imagine explaining this to like a straight person who doesn't know.
Yeah, that's my thing too. Where it's like, well, yeah, that's where I was gonna say the jokes come rolling in. Where it's like, what, you wanna fuck pans? You're attracted to pans, and it's
But
like,
who makes those jokes first though? No, my thing is like this is very much like an infighting between queer communities. And listen, I'd rather have like a semi-friendly war between the bis and the pansexuals than a war between the gays and the lesbians.
Exactly.
I do not like the gays who do not like the lesbians.
Yeah.
But then
Or also the lesbians who don't like the gays, because it's also very much like gay men who hate lesbians. Yeah, no, like gay men who hate lesbians are always like, ugh, they're so like, whatever. Like, we just talked about this, so I opened it up, but it's very like.
I think with the queer community, when you hate on another queer person for no reason, usually it's kind of territorial fighting.
Yeah.
Of like they're being a pick me.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they're not.
Yeah.
Like if you hate somebody for no reason, it's like, oh, those lesbians are good with the straight guys. So you just want to be good with the straight guys. Like that's
very
usually,
much. Yeah.
Usually like when you see somebody, because I've had moments where I was like, do I hate this gay guy or is it just a territorial thing?
Yeah.
Now there's a lot of gay guys that I'm just like, I do not vibe with you, but I appreciate you.
Yeah.
From a distance.
Thank you. Live your life.
But then there are gay guys who are like,
social.
You're the reason. What's the joke? You're the reason blue states go red.
Yeah.
It's a thing of like, but that's the bad thing. Like a straight person can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
A gay person, it's like you can't do something bad without going like, how will this affect the community in a small town like this? In Germany, you know,
who gives a shit?
It's Samantha going down the street being like, she saw something deeply vile.
Yeah.
Samantha. pissing in a dog bowl and then
Mhm.
just do the pottery by.
Yeah, it's like they're ruining our neighborhood.
Anywho, I mean, I've always seen you as bi.
Yeah.
Because you have your. I think from what people told me, pansexuals do not care. They only care about the soul and the personality and not the body type.
Yeah, it's that, but also it's a thing of
but like old women.
but like old women. That's what I'm saying. But
This is very much a like.
but there's
physical
always a
attributes that
fantasy
you do
though.
love.
It's more like okay, so but you still have a fantasy of for something or an idea of something. But like in theory, not in theory, in practicality, anybody's welcome. Hello.
Yeah.
But it depends on.
So you're just a whore.
Yeah.
That's the big like. Me and one of my friends were talking, and she's also bi, and I was like, "Oh, y'all don't have a slur." And she's like, "We do, slut."
It's so true. The thing about bisexuals is them and their boyfriends.
It's also the complaint that like quote unquote fully gay and fully lesbian
Mm.
people have with bisexuals and pans is like, oh, you'll go for a straight marriage
Yeah.
to be like to make life easier for you.
Yeah.
You can play life on the cheap codes. When it's like
It's
you,
so stupid because like you will choose a
you
person.
will choose a person that you like, except you will there is men. There is men. There is men. They're usually Virgo men.
Spawn of Satan, man.
Spawn of Satan, man. It's so it happened to a bunch of my friends where it's like it happened to me too with like borderline a relationship,
Hmm.
and then it's like I would never date a man.
Yeah.
And it's straight up being like because I don't want to be perceived as a queer person. And with those people, I feel like they will find well, like in the situation of my guy who did that.
Yeah.
I feel like he will find a wife that will know that he's bi,
Yeah.
But for some men, I'm like, your wife will not know that you're bi.
Yeah,
because
because you'll
of a
never
fear like
fess
that.
up.
And you're being untruthful to your wife.
Yeah, and you
You're
will be
hiding-
miserable, and you're bringing her down with you, and it's
Yeah.
just you're doing.
I'm not saying that you're gonna cheat on her or something like that, but you will not be happy being your full self, even though you're not acting upon your homosexual,
Yeah.
homosexual side. Even though you're not like, oh my god, I want to cheat.
you're
with a
hiding
man
it.
with her.
You're
are
single
hiding-
now. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean that you're not gay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that's the thing of like.
I'm not fucking a man right now, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I'm sitting here with you for whatever the fuck reason, but
But whatever the fuck. It's all about respecting other people, baby.
yeah. And with bisexuality, for me, it's very much you need to have an open mind and open heart to explore all of it, and then whoever you end up with them. If a bi person ends up with somebody of a different gender, you're like, that makes sense for you because whatever, But if you're just being like, I'm never gonna date a man because
Because I don't want to be a queer person
Yeah.
in this community. That's
that's just closet. You're just closeted.
yeah. There's like no other. Even if you're out to your wife, it's like still
Yeah.
like your friends don't care about you.
Yeah.
What was that? What was I was gonna say or should have said? I don't know, man. Bisexuality
Man.
is weird.
Honestly, they're the worst.
It's kind of it is kind of more complicated than gays because it's like I was gonna say about like people. There's the argument that like nobody's fully gay or fully straight.
No.
I don't believe that. Do you?
I don't. I feel like there is, like, okay, there is a spectrum. It is a spectrum. I agree with that. My thing is, there's got to be the gayest person in the world. If you believe it's a spectrum, it has there. In that case, has to be the straightest and the gayest person in the world. No,
Me and Elton John on one side.
yeah. Then
And then who would be like?
I'd be the straightest person in the world. Like,
But like, you can't go for like toxicity because you know that there's
no,
something
like,
hidden.
yeah, exactly. I would never say Andrew Tate because that's.
Because you know.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
You care too much about your brother's pecs, is what I'm saying.
I need to reevaluate my feelings.
But like, who would be
like a I don't know, honest. I would say
okay?
like
Or like
Bro.
Meryl Streep. I'm thinking of like celebrities too, or like. And actually, I don't think Meryl Streep is fully. She died. She dibbled.
Drew
I think.
Barrymore.
No. I can't think of a single woman that I'm like, she wouldn't.
Angelina's bi.
Yeah.
Gaga's bi. Katy Perry.
Yeah. That borders on toxicity.
yeah.
I don't think she's kissed a girl.
But hey, I do believe that because there's no way for me to be attracted to a woman, and if somebody dares say like, but you sometimes are attracted to trans men. Yeah,
Yeah, because
they're
they're
men.
men. No, Caleb said it perfectly.
Like, the fact that they have a vagina for me
Yeah.
doesn't constitute much.
Yeah,
The
because
vagina
the
is
physicality of a
attached to
person.
man.
Yeah.
It's-
No, Caleb said it perfectly. It was like, I lived most of my life as a gay man, and I've always been gay and whatever. But then they dropped trans men. They dropped them, and now I don't know. I'm just queer then. It's very like.
But I don't feel like me being attracted. But also the thing is, I don't think I would end up with a trans man.
Yeah.
I don't because I do need it. I'm a verse and a switch.
Yeah.
And I need to make the
But
thing.
strap-ons.
But like, I need the real thing.
Yeah. I need to come to shoot me in the eye.
I need it. But
Anybody who's ever watched a Serbian film, just not watch this. if by any chance.
what was I about to say? It's not a thing of like I don't think I will end up with a trans man, but also I wouldn't disregard it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like I will never end up with a trans man, but the fact that I would, for me, doesn't constitute any way of
Yeah, that you're
my
not
lack
gay.
of homosexuality.
Yeah.
Because I'm still attracted to the men, but I would never fuck like a lady boy,
Yeah. Or like
a trans woman, or
Yeah.
like it's not just
or like a butch lesbian. Not that she won't want to fuck you, but in this reality, this made up world.
maybe she'd want someone as femme as me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in a weird stage.
Okay.
I'm a butch femme.
Yeah.
I'm like
Mhm.
you squint your eyes and
You're a
I'll
lesbian at heart.
yeah. So sometimes I look in the mirror and Rosie O'Donnell.
Big fat loud lesbian Rosie.
But I think it's more the fact that I'm a 50-year-old straight woman.
Yeah, that's
and
my- that-
lesbians are
yeah.
50-year-old straight women.
Exactly.
In their hearts,
Yeah.
the way they act.
Yeah.
But hey, random ass conversation about sexuality.
But we're here. It's fine.
But hey, that's life. You can like the life you're living. You can live the life you like. You can even marry Terry and mess around with Sally.
Really, that's what I'm saying. And I've always said that.
I love like, and I know that it's a bit of a hurt sister, but I love a bi slut.
Mm-hmm.
I love like I bi because I want to fuck
Everything, yeah.
Like, as a bad movie trope.
Yeah.
I do love that idea. Like,
Yeah.
Like, ooh, I just want to have sex.
just wanna
Glenn
have sex.
Quagmire should have been bi.
Yeah.
Somebody's
shit's
fighting
going
outside
on.
windows. Anyways, yesterday was the worst. Yesterday was the worst.
I don't like this conversation because it's my fault.
I'm kind of no, because before that,
Yeah, it's the top
been
of
the
the chair.
worst. It wasn't even that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Because I was like, fits.
It's not fair.
No, I started going back to college, and I went to like my thing is I went to psychology that I knew that I would flop, but I was like, I need to get back into it.
Mm-hmm.
I need to like start doing like projects again. I need to start doing tests again.
Yeah.
So that I can like assimilate back into the fact that I'm a student.
Yeah.
So I went to psychology. I flunked it entirely. I knew. Now I know what writing
My
is.
problem with psychology is like I know you can't, but I would so I can just go there and bullshit.
I did. I'm not
Yeah.
too, and we bullshit with like what she looks for, like stuff.
Yeah.
Like what's you need in a few questions you need to say what study proved this.
Yeah.
And
My brain. Leave me alone.
I am smarter than all of these
Yeah,
people
like, but
combined. Like there's no.
they talked about it. I lived it. So what am I here
And I
for?
went, and then the next day I went to Shakespeare, and I'm like, I can do Shakespeare, and I went through Shakespeare works. I didn't do any of the comedies because fuck Shakespeare
Mm.
comedies, if I'm being honest. But she gave me fucking Macbeth and Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah.
And Midsummer Night's Dream I remember very barely, and Macbeth is also like one of the one for me like a lesser known. I mean, you know Shakespeare, you know Macbeth
Yeah.
and shit like that. But it's I know the themes.
Yeah.
I don't remember the details.
Mm.
And before she asks you the big question, there's 3 questions to kind of prove that
Yeah,
you
you read it.
And then it's like, who did he kill? I don't know. I
Himself, probably.
it was so like
At some
it was so
point.
like who found the body? Lady Macbeth. You know? It
Yeah.
was like I knew one name. I knew
Yeah.
2 names. Macbeth and the Macbeth with the lady in front of it. Like that was and there's also Macduff, and I'm like, Macduff? The guy who sells beer in the
McDonald's?
Simpsons? But if you watch The Simpsons, this would be so funny. Because there's a Duff man.
Mm.
And I'm like, "Hey, Duff?" Anyways. And then the question's like, sexual, like, gender roles in Macbeth. And that's the shame is, I wrote a very good assertion about the gender role in Macbeth.
Mhm.
Because that, for me, is the most interesting part of Macbeth.
Mm.
Because in other Shakespeare works, in Romeo and Juliet, for instance, both Romeo and Juliet are dumb kids.
Yeah.
They're not fully formed characters, and that's the point, and
Yeah.
that's whatever. In Hamlet, Ophelia is not a very fleshed out character.
Okay.
Some would argue, but like, Ophelia got her power from history.
Yeah.
Ophelia got her power from years of being like the woman from Hamlet.
Yeah.
You know, she didn't get the power from like when you read it, she isn't that integral of a role in this man's life. She is a device of like, I need to marry her so I can kill her dad.
Yeah.
Like there's not. And then you have Lady Macbeth, who herself was like, you had a vision that you're gonna be king? Go on, kill him.
Yeah.
She was the one pulling the strings. She was the one being in control, and she kind of is an anti-hero or even a villain if you want to look at it that way. But what an interesting dynamic,
Yeah.
and what an interesting thing to do with a woman at that
Yeah.
time. And then Midsummer Night's Dream was like, "Ooh, I'm in the little fairy forest, and then I fell in love, and ooh, somebody sprayed the ring in the eye, and I'm no longer in love with I don't
Yeah, yeah.
whatever." And it was like, I also the first questions and last questions, I bullshit so hard, but I bullshit.
Good. That's
It's the
my son.
I think the first question was like, um, something about Shakespeare's time.
Yeah.
Like, it was something like, explain what like the time importance of Shakespeare or whatever, something like that. I don't know when that man lived
could
during the Shakespearean era.
Yeah.
I wrote a full because I know the things that happened.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the facts. I'm very like and Germany needed an idiot in 1920 something.
I'm saying, like, does the year really matter?
It doesn't, because somebody back there maybe knew the year. Did they know that the female actors were young boys who didn't have who didn't go
Develop,
through
like,
puberty,
puberty, yeah.
so they can act women because it was considered immoral to
Yeah.
do plays, and it was like they were trying to ban it from the church. Do they know any of
Yeah.
that shit? Because they know
The year.
which king was
Yeah.
like, alive during Shakespeare's time.
That's why I didn't like history. Like,
I don't like history anyway.
but I like the stories, but then here comes
they're
the
like,
test,
you
and
should-
instead of being like,
You
here,
should-
write a
you should
report,
know
it's like,
history because then you won't repeat it. Girl, am
Look
I in
at us.
control?
yeah, am I doing
The only thing history has on me is its eye.
I'm saying, like, I found the stories interesting because, like, oh shit, that happened, cool. But then it's like, what year, and then in which exact coordinates of the place, and I don't give a fuck, but I know
Yeah.
it. But like, what's the point of knowing what will that do? Truly,
What will that do except make you seem smarter?
yeah.
Like being like, I know this.
It's
And then
genuinely
it's
the
like-
epitome of using big words to sound smart, and you're saying nothing.
And I understand that it's important in the grand scheme of things as people that we remember history. But for me, a
Yes,
person.
but what about history is important? The year or what happened?
Yeah, what happened is important.
Yeah.
But then it's like, I know that like we got to repeat it so it doesn't get forgotten. But first of all, who's history written by? The survivors. So
Yeah,
it's a
like-
situation of like
Yeah, nothing's real.
he said,
Yeah.
and then it's like
It's funny now because now we'll have actual proof. Before it was I could have just been writing a diary and somebody found it and was like, a battle was won here. And I could have
yeah, Anne Frank totally fake
never happened.
She and her cabbage just
Fucking spoiled brats. No, but okay, well that's fairly recent.
I'm
compared to
I'm
this.
joking, of course. Yeah. Actually, I think I heard that there is a thing of like it was kind of altered a little bit from I think I don't know.
The diary
Yeah,
from her original or like
yeah, from
well,
her original.
probably. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
If they, I'm like, if I lived through a massive war and I found my diary, it would be like, we had to cut out a lot of masturbation material. He talked a lot about it. He did a lot about it. A lot of the pages were stuck together. And this is gonna be taught in primary schools. Hilary Swank is gonna give this to black kids. There's no like, we can't have them read about this man's gooning, baiting, cooming.
You're writing like electricity is out because of the war. And you're like, I only remember Jonathan from my memory.
My diary, they open the first page and it's like, according to the time dragon plot, it's like apparently when there was a war in whatever the fuck he was when he wrote this diary, there were witches and wizards and Dina Menzel and Kristen Wiig, Kristen Chenoweth. Imagine Kristen Wiig.
Imagine Kristen Wiig.
I hope you're happy.
She's good when it's a comedy of making faces. She's good at it.
I hate her
That's what
face.
You know,
I hate her face. I hate the faces she makes because I'm like, that's not funny to me. Be funny.
be fun. No, but it's like if the scene is like that fucking when they're introducing sisters and it's like, I'm Jenna.
And I'm Denise.
Like that's yeah, you have to do that, and you're good at that. But everything else,
She's
wow,
good at
you're here.
SNL, meaning she's not good at that.
Yeah. It's weird that her and Kate McKinnon are like working together. Because I would die for Kate McKinnon, and then Kristen Wiig could. Like,
Yeah, but then
play-
also like okay, SNL is kind of a shitstorm, but then like Kristen Stewart, Tina Fey,
Mhm.
what's the other?
Amy Poehler.
Amy Poehler, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. Or
Give me a
maybe
marshmallow from that. Where'd you buy that?
Mel bought it.
Cool. When?
Who else did that? She went to buy shit and then brought it. Anyway. What was I gonna talk about?
No, my week. So I don't know how I did on the test. what I love my assistant Felicity. I was like, I told her like I remember the themes. I don't remember the characters.
Yeah.
I don't remember who the fuck is called what
Yeah.
because I've read this 3 years ago when I was going to this college.
Yeah.
And she fully said like, well, you know, I think the professor will put on her certain pink glasses when she reads yours. So like,
How you?
you. But the assistant that I've had for like years and years and years, she's leaving, and it's on Monday. She's finding like she has a new job,
Good for her.
and I'm gonna like, I gotta go check how much it costs. I'm gonna buy her Persepolis, because if there's one thing she remembers about me, it's that I was like, "Oh, that's cute. How you love Shakespeare? Comic books and games are art." My thing is, I do not understand professors who love Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Stop buying them Shakespeare. They have it. Unless it's a very pretty edition.
Yeah.
They have it.
They have it. Yeah.
I like for instance, they bought I think they bought like a little thing of like Shakespeare quotes. You know, it's a little book
Yeah,
she
it's
keeps on her
cute.
desk. And that's cute. That's a little trinket. That's a little
Yeah.
thing. Don't
But that's decoration.
imagine getting me the perfect blue Blu-ray.
Yeah.
You'd think I didn't have this?
You think
I'm
you
offended.
think.
My favorite, we had a professor of like, she in gymnasium, she taught all the like quirky subjects like logic and linguification. And one year a class gave her a perfume. You would love her.
Mhm.
She is kind of an old like a old fancy person.
Yeah.
And she was so like,
They always have a quirky hat on them.
no, she doesn't have a quirky hat. She has white bleached hair.
Mm. Yeah.
With sometimes a few streaks.
Yeah.
She had a dog
Mhm.
that also was white, and then
Mhm.
he would also have two streaks.
Oh, I love her.
And then she would be like, they gave her a perfume, and she was like, a perfume is too sensual of a gift to give a professor.
That's fair.
And they saw her throw it out
I know.
after the. Isn't
I've heard that
amazing?
story so many times, and I'm like, every time, please tell it. Please tell me. It's that I love it. Good for her.
Oh, what I love about her, she was impressed when somebody used her knowledge, and she's
Mhm.
impressed when somebody just knew things. She's very like, you gotta just know things to
Yeah.
impress her. There's no like, I'm thinking of this. There's like, here's facts, and here's just me
Mhm.
knowing about life. And one time it was like, what do you like? How do you make uh how do you make what's it called, like in a dictionary? Well, how do you make a definition?
Mhm.
It has to have all the qualities
Yeah.
that are applied. So it's like, describe a bird. A bird is a animal with feathers that flies. And
Yeah,
it's
but
like
does it walk?
penguin.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah, that's
shit like that. Usually it's a thing of like, I will give you an example of something else
Yeah.
that
That
either
can do that.
fits that description. So a human like, what's a dress? And then everyone like, a dress is a blah 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 blah. And she's like, that. My favorite is she doesn't go that's. She goes, what's a shirt?
Yeah. So
What's
it's
a
yeah.
and then they finally decided. My favorite thing is they went like worn by women, and she's like, "Боже вречо."
There you
And
go.
then she said usually one, and she's like, "There's no usually in definitions.
Yeah.
There are outliers in definitions, but there's no using of the word
Oh.
usually." And then we finished, and then I was like, "What's a tunic?" And she's like, "Dobro." She's so like,
Sure.
"See, we have
Yeah.
a thinker and a
Here on our
thinker."
hand.
And I love like half the women and all of the guys were like, "What the fuck?" But yeah, no, so I don't know how I did on that test, and it upset me that I didn't do well on it. And then during the day, like a lot of calls came in at work, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna come to Selma and I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna go to Bishop Park, do a little retail therapy. I walk in, she left the garbage in the like walkway or whatever. There's just flies by the window, and I open the door, and it's just trash neatly put in front of the door, but with like a bit ripped out. I didn't see. I was just like, oh, it's weird that like that it's not all thrown around.
Yeah.
Because and I just took it and threw it away, and I came back, and there was like rancid meat, not rancid, but like old meat
Old meat. Yeah.
that he came to, and then I had to throw away that, and then he was in the room, and I saw it thrown up, and I was just like, I saw him, and I was just like, room. We are not walking now.
Room.
And he was like, okay. I came back. He ate the thing that he threw up, so I was like,
Which I'm so like, I feel bad when he does things that, like, he'll throw garbage everywhere, do awful shit, and then he'll just be like, what? I didn't do nothing. And then when it happens so that he throws up or that he, like, has diarrhea, so he has to poop in the bathroom or something, he's so ashamed of it.
which, by the way,
Which is so, like, nobody's ever been like, no, don't do this.
I've yelled at him for throwing the trash
Yeah.
around. I've been like very intense about throwing the trash
Yeah.
around, and he's like, I don't do nothing wrong. Meanwhile, he
Throws up and he's like, no, I'll leave it.
baby, is it? Are
Yeah, are you okay?
He's like,
yeah. And then, because one time I came home and I don't know what, he ate something and then he threw up. He pushed the, like, little,
oh, like hit it.
the weight thing, whatever. and it like pushed over it, and then also when he poops too, he like poops and then he tries to like cover it with the thing we have in the bathroom. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's cute in his eyes. In my eyes, I'm just like, you're making it harder for me because I have to watch this thing.
Yeah.
It's like he gets so weird about that, and I know for a fact no one ever has been like, don't do that in the house.
Yeah.
Like,
He
because
does.
he never
that.
had a problem with that. He's like from the
He
get-go was very
instantly knew that he would has to poop. and
yeah,
pee.
outside and pee
That's
outside. He's
and
very
there was never like we're teaching you this and we're
yeah.
yelling you for you to do this.
I
And
dead ass. I had one day where I was like, he peed on the balcony, and I was like, "Here you go, a treat when you do this next to this." And he was like, "Okay, cool." From that point on, he was like,
yeah,
"Yeah,
I think
outside."
he also always looked for grass.
Yeah, because in the
Because he was
beginning, it was very much always on the carpet because he's like, "This is the grass." This is
Yeah.
yeah.
Whatever. And then I was just like, okay, I'll clean this up and I'll go to Bishop. I'll get some Lego set and I'll go pick up Selma. And then you go, I'm arriving, and I was like, I was so done with that day. I
Yeah.
wanted it to end so badly, and it ended on a very hitting and impactful note.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that was my day, and yeah.
Mm.
How was your yesterday? You also had a mixed yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't sleep. That was because he had
That's
diarrhea.
Whitney's favorite, by the way.
Hmm?
Yesterday, Whitney's favorite song.
Or-
Outside of I think I'm gonna run away. But that's the same intro. She's like, what's your favorite song? And she goes, Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far. She goes like, not one of your, and she's like, did you think I was gonna do? Maybe I'll do, I think I'm gonna run away. And then Oprah was like, oh god, no.
No. I didn't
I'd
sleep.
love to fuck up Oprah. I'd love to go on her show and be like,
You suck.
not say you saw, no, I'm saying like, kind of like, because being like, you do this, 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 and this. You think Oprah doesn't have a counter argument?
Yeah.
You think Oprah wouldn't like beat your ass there? One-
Kills you on air and it's fine.
But I would love to be so witty
Yeah.
to be like, I want to do like, no, actually, you have been invited.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Not the
anyways,
truth, Ellen.
That's not the truth, Ellen. Anyways, what happened yesterday?
The night he had diarrhea, so I had to like get up every hour or so to let him out.
Which, by the way, then he ate the trash.
Like diarrhea gone. How do you eat?
But he also
The-
didn't have diarrhea before that.
Yeah. Maybe it was
when-
just a one-off thing. Because sometimes he'll have like diarrhea, and it's always during the night, and then during the day he's
Maybe it's because he had to eat that food.
maybe, but it like was fine for him before. So
I don't know.
doesn't matter. So I was very like I was tired, and then when you're tired, everything intensifies so much. Like my back was hurting a little bit, but it was fine. But then I was tired, so I was dying. I had a headache. I was sick, and the stomach couldn't eat because of how tired I can't explain it.
I feel like when
It's always only happens to me when it's hot out. When it's cold and I'm tired, I love it. I'm enjoying it.
I feel like when I'm tired, I don't feel good. Like
Yeah.
let's be honest and clear here. I feel like when I'm tired, when I've barely had any sleep, I'm the best person. I am so like there's a term for it, but like you're so energetic.
Yeah.
Because you didn't sleep, so
Yeah,
it's like
so it's
keeping you
very
up.
up. Yeah.
And you know how I exert my energy.
Mhm.
Let's help you move.
Yeah. Let's build a house.
You know,
Yeah.
let's clean, let's dance, let's go dance. We haven't got dance,
Dancing.
and I don't have a crash out. I just go home.
Sleep. No, but then I was already contemplating on coming home earlier, but I was like, fuck it, there's only like 2 hours left, I'll just suck it up. Then I get a message from you, and it's like, he got in the trash, there are flies everywhere, da-da-da-da, and I was like,
Which, by the way, and that's the reason you came back. You came home to a clean house.
yeah, I had to vacuum. But then I got in my head of like insanity, so I like did I scrubbed the toilets, I scrubbed the shower. And I'm sick. Like my head, I'm scrubbing nobody, like there was no reason for me to do
I
this.
cleaned up what was needed to clean up.
Yeah,
There's
and
no
it like
more,
there was just like
it doesn't
oh,
stink anymore.
it's just dusty places, so just vacuum. And that would have been like 10 minutes of work. No, I went in the bathroom and I was like, I have to scrub the toilet, I have to wash everything, I have to change the sheets, I have to like wipe the dust from the tables. I went off. And then it was so funny because you were gone for like 2 hours. You came back, and I'm back. You're
Yeah.
like,
But I was gone for 2 hours. I bought a Lego set and then I just sat at Bushburger and I was just like,
what is life?
but I was carrying it and I had a big coat and it fell.
Oh
And
my
I
god.
caught it in the air.
See, that would have turned me up a bit.
And I just put it, but the day was done.
They
was
just
done.
save it.
I got it in the air. I put it there, and I got like nice save, and I did the most performance. I'm like, I would have just something like I caught it in the air. It
Yeah.
didn't open. It didn't.
Nothing. Yeah. So,
But I'm always delighted that they
mhm.
have plastic straws.
Too, because I'm like, okay, we're not killing the planet. Corporations are, and I'm using a straw that doesn't melt in my mouth. I'm sorry.
If if the rich can air jet everywhere,
That's what I'm saying.
if
The rich will airjet to a Starbucks and then use a paper straw like they're doing something. That's what kills me. It's like, yeah.
if you can like bomb people, run away with it.
Yeah,
Use a
maybe.
plastic straw.
Let me.
You can kill
So
children.
why is like the straw the There's so much plastic in the world,
Yeah,
and you're like, no, but straws though.
because they kill turtles.
So
know
do
what's-
caps.
You know what's the biggest issue? Like the plastic things that hold beer cans together.
Yeah,
That's what you always see.
yeah,
You don't see that leaving. You don't see. I don't
yeah.
know.
I don't know, it doesn't matter. I mean, it matters,
But
but I don't like a paper. But give me a better. Don't cheap out. How about you serve metal ones?
yeah.
Then it's
How about
fine.
it's part of the S side?
Yeah, leave me alone.
Anywho,
What was I gonna talk about? Oh, we went on
they have really cheap plastic spoons though. So when I eat ice cream, like it's so close to breaking. And I love to chew on the plastic.
yeah.
Mm.
I like the rubbery plastic.
Mhm.
It's like
A chewable one.
and then you can live. I started watching the new season of Criminal Minds.
Okay.
It's fun. No, but last
Before like you tell the people about your trip. I gotta tell the people about this, and then we gotta talk about BPS.
oh my
I
god.
ran into a friend of mine
Uh-huh.
the other day, an ex-friend of mine. We're
Yeah.
not friends anymore. It was sad. It was like, I don't know. I see him and I hope he's happy. I saw him and I go like, oh my god, it's you, and then he turns around and I'm like, I'm the only person who can recognize your ass, and he's like, ha ha ha, still very much loves those jokes, and I'm like, what's wrong? Like, what went wrong? Anyways, we start walking and we're in front of his house, and then he asks, how's life? That poor motherfucker has to listen to 15 minutes of talking at him about Wicked.
Nothing to do with his life. Like
No, how dare you? How dare
no,
you?
but I'm saying like
It has so much.
how have you been lately? So wicked.
I just said. I mean, we did kind of talk like weirdly. He was like, "Are you better than?" He said, "Are you better than before?
Yeah.
Are you? Do you not want to die?" And I'm like, "I don't know. 2-3 a.m. It gets really bad." And then I go like, "But we all know I'll survive till November 21st." And he's like, "What's November 21st?"
Sit down. And now you sit.
And then I talked,
And
and it was
I
great.
suppose-
My favorite thing is I was like Wicked, and he's like, Weekend. I didn't know you like the Weekend that much. I'm like, no, Wicked, and he's like, yeah, Ariana Grande and that bald bitch.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. Yeah.
But hey, that's funny.
Yeah, that is funny.
So I'll tell you.
Last weekend, yeah. We had it was 4th of July, so we had a day off. We took a little pool thing by the pool. It was so funny. I sent you a message. Like, we're laying by the pool naked. I love cosplaying rich. It was the most.
No. But then the next picture you put is a full put on your
Fully
story
dressed,
in
like-
clothes, and I was like, that
Lying whore. No, but it was like obviously took those before, and it's like throughout the day.
I know, but
Oh.
it was
Yeah.
it was a fun rhetoric.
And then right the next day, right after that, we went to like a 1-day vacation by the beach with this guy from work that was very like, I thought he was a good guy, one of those just kind of nice whatever guy. That's the thing. People like that are in like practice. Like I don't think he's a dickhead in a way of like I don't know how to explain it. Like he wouldn't harass women,
Yeah.
like things like that. But I feel like he's like it was fine. We're chit chatting the
There's
whole time.
that, like there's men that you look at and you go like, you wouldn't harass women, but you would beat your wife.
Yeah, kind of.
I would not be surprised if I found out that you're an abusive husband. I
Yeah.
would not be surprised that there is a like the line to be crossed with you.
Yeah, because also okay, so when we were coming back, we ran into like police, and I was so done with the day because I was tired, didn't sleep, whatever, yada yada. And he was like, and I went like, oh my god, some trabadan się ustawione, being
Yeah.
like whatever. And he was like, it's a woman. What does she know about life? Like, as a police, and I was so like, get me out of this car right now. I'll walk. Like, leave, and then whatever. But even before that, he was telling the story of how he hooked up with like a 40-year-old woman when he was like 27 or something.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I was so like, oh yeah, good for you. And then
you were like, I hope me too.
I heard that. I was like, okay, how does it feel to live my dreams? And then he went like, because she was after he slept with her was like, hey, da da da, whatever. And then he was like, bitch, you're 40. I'm not gonna be seen in public with you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Like fuck you. Like you suck. You suck so bad. And it's also you're so boring in a way of like, tell him a knock knock joke. He'll laugh for 44 minutes because it's the funniest thing he's ever.
And sometimes there's the thing of I know exactly what you mean because I hang out with people and they're like, you're so cool, and I'm like, I don't know shit about me.
Yeah.
You think you think I'm cool because I'm openly gay,
Yeah.
and that's like I appreciate it, but like, can we talk?
Yeah. Can we
Can we talk about a political and economic state
And
of the
another
world right
thing that I've noticed about men too, now that I've like I work with primarily men now in my department, right?
now? Yeah, because you work with truckers.
Truckers, but like but like in safety department too, which is just like how he fix trucks, how to like I swear to God, give me like I know how to fix a truck now because of whatever
Yeah.
else. But anyway,
you're a hardened bartender. You're like Gina Gershom looking
Yeah.
with a tank top.
yeah.
with
I'm
a grease rag, like
Yeah.
you put it over your shoulder. And
Yeah.
you're like, if it isn't the best darn sharpshooter I've seen around the Tennessee years. Like
I'm that bitch who was on the stand was like, well, these tires had to be this way because
those cars can't do positive traction.
yeah,
If you know anything, if you stuck your car in one car spins, the other.
doesn't.
My cousin Vinny.
Like, yeah. But what I noticed about men is if they look at you and they don't find you attractive, they will be like, "Oh, you're my bro," and then you're putting me in a position where I'm the pick me for being like, I'm one of the guys. You're telling me I'm a bro.
Yeah.
I'm not. I hate you because
Yeah.
Eldin. Thank God he doesn't work with me anymore. They transferred him to another department. I was like, thank fucking Jesus. He was like, he just kept shitting on this woman who works with us, Denise, but she's in America, but whatever.
What
Every
about
time
Denise?
she would say anything, he'd be like, ugh, her again.
But what about Denise?
Denise.
Denise.
And he'd constantly be on it. And then he went like one time he went like, women shouldn't be in safety. And I was like, a woman taught you how to work, pipe down. I literally said that. And then he was like, tis drugo, tis brat. Like, you know, and I'm like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not cool with this.
Yeah.
I'm not chill with you being a dickhead to other women just because you're not a dick to me. Like fuck you. You suck. You suck the marrow out of life.
No, I've had to, as a man, I've had to learn to not assimilate with men like that.
Yeah.
I've had to learn to be not a pick me gay.
Yeah.
To be like, I've had to learn to not be like, oh my god, you think I'm not like the other gays?
Yeah.
You think all the gay people are annoying and should die, but not me? Oh my god. Yeah. It's when you're a gay man, it's a easy trap to fall into.
Yeah. And also if you're a teenager, I think.
Yeah.
But as soon as you like kind of grow up a bit, you go like, yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid. No, it was. I remember in school, it was such a thing of like, oh, do you give or take?
Yeah.
And just for the sake of the thing is, I went from toxic top
Yeah.
to accepted verse
Yeah.
to now kind of realizing I'm a verse top.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, not in a toxic way though. Like I'm not. I mean, Amanda told me like she's like whenever you tell stories like you sound the most animated and the most like that you enjoy being in control,
Yeah.
you enjoy being the top. I don't care. I you know
Yeah, anything goes.
anything goes. I want to tap dance on a man's abs.
Yeah.
Um, oh, we bought tickets for
Oh yeah.
Postmodern Jukebox,
Yeah,
and
can't
that's
wait.
gonna be fun. It's Moonlight and Magic. Should we dress like gypsies?
Yeah. I wanna go. I either wanna go like 40s vibe
Yeah.
with like a full hat and like long ass pearls like down
Oh,
to my
you should
belly
also
button.
you should find gloves.
Yeah, gloves and like all that, or like just go in a shirt. I'm like
Yeah.
I want to go all out or nothing.
Yeah. No, I wanna do like a little bit of a thing too.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be a bit colder, so like I'll do a
Yeah.
coat, you know, or something.
Yeah, yeah, cute.
Any hoozles. Yesterday we ended the day, but I was a week ago. I saw a beautiful edit. I'm very into edits, like
Mhm.
for a while now.
Yeah.
I love a good edit. Because I was really like, yeah, it's just men being hot, and yeah, sometimes they
Yeah.
are, but sometimes it's beautiful. And
Yeah, gut wrenching.
there was a very pretty one of Robin Williams, and it was ABBA's "Thank You for the Music,"
Oh,
and it cuts from all of his characters,
yeah.
and it's like "Thank you for the movie."
Yeah.
It was very pretty, and I sent it to you, and I was like, you know what, I think I'm ready, because there's like a lot of people know that I love him,
Mhm.
and a lot of people like closer friends know that I've also had complicated feelings about his death, and I've had such a relationship with Robin Williams without having seen almost anything of his.
Yeah.
I remember one movie where he was like a shitty doctor that like he was a what are doctors that give birth?
Uh,
Whatever.
OBGYN.
Yeah,
Whatever that stands for.
but the woman was about to give birth and her regular doctor wasn't there, so Robin Williams takes over and he's like, oh, it's my first day, I don't know what to do,
Yeah.
you know. And I remember that, and I remember his presence being a comforting one
No.
and a loving one. I don't even watch Aladdin that much.
Yeah.
I think I watched it once and I was like, whatever, I can play me Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
I was a big Beauty and the Beast kid. And Mulan. Mulan is, you know,
Yeah.
we know my
Mulan
story
is
about
for
Mulan.
everyone. Yeah.
No, it's for the girls and the gays. Shut up. But the thing is, I have such a connection to Robin Williams. There's a few things in the world that can make me cry like this. There's a few Simpsons episodes, of course,
Mhm.
and there's two ads of Robin Williams when The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time 3D came out. My voice is already breaking, and it's such a beautiful. He's like, "You're the most beautiful woman I've ever met. You, um, and he's like, you're so magical, and I've saved your world, and I've saved your king." And she's like, Dad, are you talking about the princess again? He's like, hard to say, you're both so magical. And it's his
He had
daughter.
a way of, oh my god, that
And it's
man.
his daughter that he named Zelda.
Yeah.
And it's so like, oh, it's play me that I'm instantly correct. One time we were doing like, I think of like accents and something, and he is the king of speech.
Yeah.
You know, he's nowadays it wouldn't fly well because a lot of his accents relied on racist tropes, but like, you know. And a professor played it, and I was like, can you not? She was like, what?
I'm gonna kill
And by the way, when you were gone, I watched Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mhm.
It's not as like I kind of expected it to be worse, but they didn't paint him as like a good guy.
Okay.
I mean, they painted him as a good dad, a
Yeah.
good guy, kind of. But what he did wasn't painted as a good thing,
Yeah.
and the movie didn't end with them ending up together.
Okay, that's good. Because I thought it did.
No, no,
Okay.
no. Did you watch it?
Watched it like as if thought
Yeah,
it.
no. The thing is, when you hear about the plot, you would think,
Yeah.
but it's actually like very good because he is discovered, and at the end he does a children's show as Mrs.
Yeah,
Doubtfire, like
okay.
he does the character, and then the mom and like they don't go back together, but she's like, the court is like, it has to be court mandated.
Mhm.
You have to be supervised because like we don't know about your sanity and stuff like that. And then the mom is like, the kids need you, and I
Yeah.
know that I was just very angry in the moment,
Yeah.
and she talked to the like people in the law, and
Yeah.
now it's like they have shared custody,
Yeah.
and that's how it ends, and
That's good.
it ends actually with his TV show, and like he gets a letter, and it's like a girl writing like, my parents are getting divorced, and I think it's my fault, something like that, and he's like, some people live just with their mom, some people live just with their dad, some people live with their aunt or their uncle. What's important is like the message is like, I feel it's very much made as a movie for like children going through divorce, where it's like maybe your parent will act one of your parents might act crazy in it, but at
Yeah.
the end of the day, it's important. Also, like, so I love the drag inclusivity in it.
Yeah. It's very
My favorite scene is when Harvey Firestein is like he's his brother.
Mhm.
Oh, by the way, one time they went like, who helped with the costume, and he went, um, Uncle Sam and Aunt Luke. It's so funny, but I haven't seen a lot, and I want to watch. We're also gonna watch Good Will Hunting,
Mhm.
not today, but like eventually,
Yeah.
and we'll watch Patch Adams, which is when he's a doctor to kids who are going to die soon. So
That man really knew how to like pull on it.
the thing is,
Like
I was about to say too with Mrs.
heartstrings.
Doubtfire, it's
It still
if
like makes you
anybody if anybody else played Mrs. Doubtfire, you'd be like, oh, this is just a crazy man, and there's
Yeah.
not many redeeming qualities
Yeah.
about him as a character. But he was such an earnestly loving father in that
Yeah.
movie that you're like, there's no like, I
Yeah.
understand that he did mistakes and that this
Yeah.
is so insane,
But
but hey,
it's Robin Williams.
and that's the thing. I could forgive him anything.
Yeah.
He's just so good. And I don't enjoy that now the story is just he killed himself.
Yeah.
Because it also weighed heavily on me because he was so outspoken about like mental health, and
Yeah.
he always said suicide is the temporary issue, temporary
It's a permanent
issue,
solution
permanent solution to
to
a
a temporary
temporary
issue.
issue. And then it's like I had many, and people were like, you're not supposed to think about a person's life that way. Like you're not supposed to be mad at him that he killed himself. And I'm like, but you don't get it.
People have said
But
that.
you don't get it.
I know.
That is Robin Williams.
I know. I know it's a thing of
that is my life
that is my
force.
father.
But
No,
then
for me, the only point I have with that is like, it's still his life. Like, to me, it seems selfish to be like, you need to stay alive for me when it's like, you don't know what he's going through.
Yeah.
That was my thing of like, you don't.
But for somebody who is like actively like, don't kill
Yeah.
yourself with. But then the issue is that media is being like, oh, the happiest people are the saddest. Yes, he was sad, but that's not ultimately what
Yeah.
got him. He had early onset dementia. God knows what state he was in and what he
Yeah.
remembered when he committed that act. And it's also like even without that, even if it was just good old fashioned depression,
Yeah.
like I would learn to eventually take the
Yeah.
understand his decision of that. But it was a hard decision to, and it's not. I am not a person who has what's it called when you're like, oh, that celebrity's my friend.
Parasocial.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
I have a few crushes, but it's like if I ever see Jonathan Bailey, I'd go like, hey, I enjoy your work very much, and by the way, I think you're one of the most beautiful men alive. I wouldn't be like, you're my friend. You owe me sex right now.
No, I'm not like that either, but I feel like if I met Kate Blanchett, I'd throw up on her.
Oh yeah.
You know,
No,
I don't have parasocial. I have idolization. Like I go
there
like
are
insane.
a few people that it's like, and I mean, both of them are dead. But I mean, if I saw Jonathan Bailey, I'd just be like, I'm so sorry. Like there's not a way that I would not say
I
how
want to have
attracted
sex.
to. No, how attracted to him.
Yeah.
I'd keep it respectful, but
Yeah.
there's no like I'd be like one of the
There's
main,
no like, whatever.
there's no whatever, and there's no like I'm not a fan. There's like I admire your acting skills and everything, and I respect that, and I love you very much for that. But also,
bloody.
also when I see you, I cry. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's two men that I wouldn't. I would see them and I'd go like, you know me.
Mhm.
That's my friend.
That's my
And
pal.
the two of them are both dead. Heath Ledger and Robin Williams. Heath Ledger, I expect, if I ever saw Mr. Heath Ledger while he was still alive, I would expect the same treatment that lady got that he kissed.
Yes. Respectfully, yes.
Respectfully, you did it to her. You did Brokeback Mountain. Do that to me.
Do that to me. You know what to do. You know what. Meeting like somebody is just looking at that. You know what to do.
You know what to do.
You know what to do.
You know what to do. They kill you. But yeah, so we started watching Robin Williams, and we started with, some might say the best, some might say the worst.
Yeah.
To start with.
And both are right.
Both are right. And we have a lot to say about one scene.
A lot. Because we'll get to it.
Let's talk about the best.
Let's talk about the good.
We have like 20 minutes to do like also the mom of the week at the end.
Okay.
Think of a mom of the week or whatever. The movie is beautiful. It's poignant. It's smart. It's unexpectedly uncliche.
Yeah.
The movie is Dead Poet Society. Let's not talk about the plot because you know what the plot is.
Yeah.
We're assuming this is not a podcast about summaries. There was a moment between us where I was like, I need to explain why this is such a big deal for me. There was a moment where they're outside and they're walking, and they all started walking in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, walk and find your own personal walk. And there was one kid, he's a jokester, he's a prankster, and he, in my mind, was assigned as a bully, as somebody who doesn't care about school, as somebody who I don't have to expect a lot out of. Even though, and I'll come to that later, but he's just standing there, and he's like, why are you not walking? And he's like, I'm exercising my right to stand. He's like, you proved my point.
Yeah, you got the assignment.
And I was like, oh my God. And you were like, why is this such a big deal to you? Why are you so, like, because you're not a person who doesn't get things.
Yeah.
And
that's why I was like, you were so like, oh my God. You're what's her name from? Oh my God, that's right. Like, yeah.
It is an obvious point to make, but the thing is, even though this young man has proven me time and time again that he is not a bad student, that he is a smart person, that he is not a bully in any way, shape, or form.
No, that's what the great thing was. They didn't have like tropes in the movie at all. Which, especially
they had a kid who ratted, but you know.
Yeah, but you gotta have a kid who's gonna rat, and of course it's gonna be the redhead. I just say
redhead.
It's the name, can't escape it. But you know, you have to have a plot point.
Yeah.
But even that kid was never like.
It was also very realistic. He wasn't from the beginning like, I am writing all of this down to professors. When shit hit the fan,
he was like, I need to save my ass.
No, not just saving his ass. He was also brainwashed by professors.
Yeah.
Like he was like, yeah, this is wrong.
Yeah.
A kid did kill him, but whatever. I'm just saying, all of the characters who they're also brilliantly and beautifully written. I, first of all, don't know any of their names. Mm-hmm. Second of all, there's two characters that I couldn't differentiate. There's two characters where I'm like, there's my favorite, and you were like, I didn't know he was your favorite, and I'm like, yeah, the jokester, and he was like, you're like, no, Loverboy, and I'm like, I love Lover. I love all of them.
Yeah, they're all like very much.
And with like a movie, they don't have enough time to like all fully develop, but they all feel like actual characters.
Yeah.
And we did feel something.
We felt something.
We felt something there.
And it was so, I damn near laughed, and I hated it. It was supposed. Here's my thing.
I was talking about the queer coding, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, go ahead.
Should we talk about the queer coding?
We'll leave that for the last. Yeah, I have a lot to say.
I do too. But we're people who will not forcibly queer code.
No,
we're not people who. We do not see Glinda and Elphaba.
Yeah, we don't subscribe to that. Partners. I subscribe to the jokes. It's funny, but other than that,
we respect your opinion of that. But in my opinion, it's much more poignant if they're friends, and it would be also much more poignant in Dead Poet Society that it's just about friendship.
However,
there's a few looks that get passed around. There's a few
like you don't have that kind of intimacy with a friend. Moments.
And that's the thing,
and like cuddling,
and that's
like
the thing
genuine conversation-wise intimacy.
And that's the thing. You can also say that for Glinda and Elphaba, but there are two people who are running from the law. You know?
Yeah,
there's no like it. the movie is much more based in realism,
Yeah. Like
and
Thelma and Louise too. They're not scissoring. Like
yeah.
nobody, is being like
Let's name a male example, please.
um
We don't watch a lot of male movies.
I'm trying to think of this what the Jewish people they went back to the
Well, they're
they're
cousins.
they're cousins. Fuck. Um
But even if there weren't, I wouldn't be.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. There are moments where like a friendship in this scenario is much more important than a
Yeah.
potential love story. However,
However, in this movie,
this felt very much that. Like even
Yeah.
watching Citizen Kane, it was very much this man and that man have that. Even if like nothing happened, like you had the love
yeah,
towards this person.
there is a thing, and with these two guys, I feel like it was meant to be written. It
Yeah.
feels too many people.
Intentional, yeah.
Like it feels very like there was supposed to be a thing there, and
Also, he wants to be an actor. He likes drama. Go. I'm
for
kidding.
me, it was
That's-
the thing that everybody else was just like, I don't give a shit about him, and
Yeah.
he was like, come to this thing tonight, be with us, hang out with us. Please, like,
Yeah.
I will involve you in any way. Like, he could have just been like, okay, have
Yeah.
fun. Because, like, it's like, with a friend, you can be friendly and say, like, okay, I don't care. Just don't tell anyone, but, like,
Yeah.
go ahead, do your thing. But it's like, come see me.
Yeah.
See me be a poet.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's
come
very-
be
yeah,
a guy
it's
with
like
me.
that.
With me, it evokes some feelings of, like, I know that to the end of my life, I'll see movies like this where it's like a high school setting and where it's like focused on boys, where I won't be like, where I won't think about like what I missed out on,
Mhm.
and where I won't remember things I felt about
Yeah.
some of the guys in high school. Like that jokester kid, I was like, I know, and this was a fantasy. But my thing is, I'm so damaged that even in my fantasies, I didn't get the guy. It was like he would be nice to me, and I would have a friend in the end.
Yeah.
Because there was this kid, and I was like, he would not care about me being gay, and he would not care about me being attracted to him. He'd be offended that I would end the friendship over being
Yeah.
attracted to him at that
Yeah.
age. But they were also just, and it's not perfectly wholesome. They're
Yeah.
also a little bit of assholes to each
Yeah,
other.
but it's very like this is what friends do. It's not just
Yeah.
them sitting in a like
But they're
together
not written
reading.
as little angels.
Yeah. It's very like
And they're
this
also
is
not
voice.
written as like bad people who
Yeah.
Robin Williams has now corrected.
Yeah.
It's
It's very just like but I think the whole point of Robin Williams of the character was very much to be like
seize the
enjoy
day,
life,
yeah.
seize the day, but it's
Yeah.
genuinely being like.
But you
see,
have to
question-based, love things.
already have the predisposition of being a good person.
Yeah,
be
to
able
want to do that.
Yeah, to be able to open up, to be
Yeah.
able to enjoy things. And we'll talk about the scene later.
Mhm.
The movie ends with like basically this. We had a big issue with like we could not understand boarding schools. We could not
Yeah,
understand
the
such an
concept
oppressive
of-
system because we're two queer people who have never been closeted.
Yeah. And it's also like you had parents who, like your mom, who encouraged you to like do things. My parents didn't care if I did things, so it's
Yeah.
very. I got to experience life. I got like nobody was like,
Yeah.
"You're not gonna go to drama school." Like
Yeah.
it was very
And there
much
was, like,
just
we were
relaxed.
like, what the fuck's wrong about drama school?
Like he's not doing drugs. Can you calm down? And it's no for me the worst part of it.
The bad thing that they did is sneak out and read poems.
Poem. Like that's what killed me the most.
If my kids sneaked out and read poems,
Like you fucking loser. But my point is, you have a teacher in school specifically teaching poetry.
Yeah.
And then you get mad at like you're because I understand the dad character to be like rigid and tough and like you
Yeah.
can't do anything that's artful. You have to do because that's who he was. Be a doctor, whatever. And like that, sure, I get that trope. I don't understand the concept of having a school, in the school, hiring a teacher, giving him a paycheck to teach them poetry, and then when they go and do it on their own, you're like, no, you cannot do that.
No, there's also a thing
Insane.
of like, how dare he have them rip out the first page?
Yeah. It's just. The problem with this movie for me, though, why it didn't hit me as much is.
Listen,
Well, yeah, duh. But up until even
It's
I
hard
feel like
to,
I would
it's
fawn
hard
over
to
it so
get.
much more if it hasn't been remade in a way of like jokes, kind of.
Yeah.
Because Captain My Captain has been redone in every
Oh,
movie.
there's in the Bob's Burgers episode, he's like, rip out the first page,
That's
and they're like, real, and he's like, whatever,
Yeah.
don't.
And then I was like,
No, but it still
expecting it.
hits. Even
It
for me,
hits, it
still
hits.
hits. It's for me. It's the confusion of like I cannot understand such a what's it called when you're not a liberal or conservative.
Because yeah,
I
conservative.
cannot understand such a conservative
Yeah.
mind that this is considered
Yeah.
evil to you, that this is chaos,
Yeah,
and this is so bad.
I just
There's a beautiful scene in the movie that really stuck with me, but I also saw it before. But it was. I'm not a quotes guy. When he's like, we read poetry not because it's fun, but to live. And I'm like, I don't give a shit, Robin.
I love it. I love it. And I told you, if I had a teacher like that, I would be in love with him to a point where I would stalk the man.
I'm just saying, I
Stalk
don't care
him.
about the great. I'm saying like I did love him when they called him and they were like, "Oh, Captain, my Captain." And he's like, "Yeah,
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
they were like, "Yeah, Professor,
Sir,
Professor,
nothing.
oh,
Oh,
Captain, my Captain." Yes,
Yes.
And I was like, "Yeah, I love that."
Yeah.
For me, but it's also because of the queer.
Mm.
It's my birthday today. Oh, happy birthday!
Yeah.
And the kid got a desk set from his parents who don't give a shit about him,
Mhm.
and he was like, "This is a great flying desk set."
Yeah.
So he throws the like.
That's
his
what I mean,
hand
like-
throws the desk set. That
It's like that's what I mean by the kind of intimacy where it's like exactly what he needs right now, and exactly. And
And
yes,
you're
you
not
can
that-
have that in friendships, but
you
not in
cannot-
that way.
No, first of all, not only that way, but not in that short amount of a time.
Yeah, that too.
Like there's not like a.
Yeah,
It does feel
Yeah, it's-
very
yeah.
whatever. The big climax of the movie. We are prepared. We sat here to watch this movie, and we're about to watch a kid that we love die.
Yeah.
We're sitting down, feeling the way we felt after the Wicked Witch of the West.
It's that, exactly.
Like we know that we will be killed by this movie,
Mhm.
and we know that a kid is gonna die. We didn't know which, but by the half point.
Yeah, we're kind of like
Because it was like we know that a kid is gonna be an actor, and then the dad's
Yeah.
gonna disagree. What I didn't know is that he was like, "I'm sending you to military school."
Mhm.
The kid kills himself. I understand why. There. The scene that they did, it's genuinely bad.
I'm genuinely like this could
This ruined.
this could have been a Ryan Murphy. Ryan Murphy wouldn't do this. Is like that's how insane it was.
So dumb.
And they had so many okay,
Good non-cliche. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like you
the
could have
whole movie is so good.
so good. Like even you put it out, the when you pointed out an empty chair, I was like, oh my god, yes. See how good this movie is that they thought of putting an empty chair there just as the camera pans over. They didn't do like a zoom in on the chair.
Yeah, like
It
they
was
did
just
do like
whatever in the
an
background.
uncomfortable silence on
Yeah.
the chair. There was everything was done with subtlety,
Perfection.
with charisma, and then they walk in.
In the most intense point.
It's like the scene, and I Know What You Did Last Summer, where the movie's good to okay, and then she goes, and it's the scene where the kid kills himself.
It should be the most important thing you think to do in this
And
movie
we
as a
both-
director.
The funny thing is, we didn't know if the other person.
That's
likes
what.
it.
No, I was very much like I almost laughed, and then I was like, I don't want to ruin this for him. I don't know what he's experiencing
I
right
was
now.
being silent. I'm like, if she likes this,
Yeah.
like I want her to be able to cry. And
Sleep
then
on
the scene,
things.
ended, the scene ended, and I just went like, the scene's bad,
Right?
and you were like, so bad. Like,
I
so.
I couldn't believe it.
It's a stain on a near perfect film.
Yeah, and it's the funniest part. It's like you see, like
So the
he
thing
smells the gunshot, the residue.
He sees you don't hear the gunshot,
Yeah,
and you see the hand on the floor, and you see the
Gun.
gun. Up until that point, the scene is okay.
sure.
Then it's like
It's a slow mo.
it's a slow mo of the dad running towards the camera, and it's like
No.
like it's silently getting louder as he's approaching.
As soon as that ends,
And
though,
also-
too, it goes back to good because when the mom was crying and
She's like, he's okay,
he's okay. I was like, oh, that's
they're two people experiencing grief.
Yeah,
But I'm some whiplash from such a bad.
I would have been devastated, and like I can't believe that I didn't cry. The reason I
I
didn't
could
cry
have
is
done it better by being like, by like, honey, did you hear that? It came from the study.
yeah.
Oh my god, my son! No, like that
Like,
would have been better.
like give me
I
a
wouldn't.
whatever.
I wouldn't think about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This
I'd be
was
like, yeah, they
so
did that.
insanely bad for a good movie
It
that I
was
can't
so-
explain it.
It was Tommy Wiseau.
It was a high school production. Like it was high schoolers making a movie. Like, and it's 5 seconds that ruined like that
Ruined the perfect.
ruined the perfect.
And I wonder if people feel the same way.
Feel like they have like
They have to, because we were both so like, we're gonna shut up because maybe she sees something that I don't.
Yeah.
And then I feel like 2 minutes later, there was the scene where they're in the snow, and we were both like, oh my god, it's so sad. But that scene
though.
sucked, like, and you were like, yes, it sucked, and I was like, God, thank you that
Fucking
you're with me on this.
Yeah.
And there's like, we didn't cry at the death of the kid. We cried when Robin Williams
Yeah.
died with the kid. That's when we started crying. I mean, I was like, oh, no, no, Robin
Yeah.
Williams with that. And the movie brings you back, but the whole time it's like a
It follows. It's there in the background. Like
you're like, okay, they're oh, Captain, my Captain,
Captain,
and
and
you're
I'm
like,
like,
that's
oh,
beautiful,
no.
it's not been done, and then you go like, but that shitty
Shitty.
scene,
Like,
though.
I don't understand. Like they had to have switched directors at some point. Like someone had to have fucked up. Like there's no way that it's good is my
I told you,
problem.
I imagined the guy cutting the movie being like, you
Are we sure?
didn't
Are we
do
sure?
a better take.
Yeah.
Is this
That's the
that
only
is a
thing we
prank?
have. Is
Prank?
prank?
Prank.
It has to be, no?
Come on, guys. It's not my birthday, sir. You know I like a prank birthday. Oh, we're being serious.
Okay.
I don't think. Oh, I'm paid to edit, not to comment.
Okay. Be
Can I
ashamed to put my
not
name
do it
on
in
that.
slow mo?
No? Mm. So I'm saying, at least if they hadn't done the slow-mo, it would have been like, no! Okay.
They did the slow mo because it's such an important moment or something. I don't know.
No, it's like, that's not how you do it. It
It's
can't be.
so bad.
I don't care that it's an old movie. And I'm always the one to be like, that's why it's bad. No.
No, even then.
Even then, like, nobody should have. The first movie ever made shouldn't have had that. Like,
It's so bad. It's so bad, and it's
yeah, and it's 5
really-
seconds, sure. Maybe we're overplaying it, but it
I don't
takes you
think
out
we are
so
because
much.
it's so like you are in this movie for so long. You
Yeah,
are-
and it's not something that's irrelevant.
it would be
It's
like
the
it would be like watching Little Miss Sunshine, and in the middle of it, like what's her name? I love the actress,
the
Yeah.
mom.
the mom,
Yeah.
and she would go like, you know what'd be really good right now, and you know what? Nothing beats a Jet
Jet Set Holiday.
Stop.
Yeah, it really
You'd be
would be.
like a movie that's so based on realism, and then you do an ad in the movie.
Yeah.
Like it
Like-
takes you out so hard, and then you're like, you have not questioned, and you have been impressed by this
Yeah.
movie this whole time, for it to then give you
Just shit on you. Like, why do that?
It's so bad.
It's
It's,
and it's so funny that we both had the same train of thought because I
I was just
knew you wouldn't like it, but I didn't know like how emotionally
Maybe-
attached you were for the character.
yeah,
to
maybe
be like,
I'm
"Ooh, who's
crying
dying?"
even though the scene is
Yeah, so I'm just like,
and I was like, if she needs to cry, I will be very silent. But we were both just like,
oh, what the fuck is this? And then I can't even be sad about the kid dying. Like you're not letting me have this emotion that I
No.
wanted to have.
I'm more emotional about the reactions of other people
Yeah.
than I'm about losing this kid because the scene was
So bad.
unequivocally
Like-
bad. There's like, I cannot believe
Ridiculous.
how bad that scene is. And the thing is, I cannot talk to people about this who don't like watch movies the way you and I do.
Yeah.
Like I can talk to Rehan about this being like, did you watch that episode? That scene. Like,
Yeah.
it's- because if I tell this to my mom, she's a very like, yeah, he died.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's
insane.
it's insanity how 5 seconds.
Yeah. Just,
If they just cut to like
the mom
and
crying.
dad,
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Give me
whatever.
that.
Like it's not as impactful
Right.
as it could have been.
Yeah, but
sure.
No, this is just took a dump on it like that. That's all that happened.
Took a dump on a perfect movie, and you know.
But anyway,
Anyways, let's not focus on the negatives.
yeah,
Oh, it was a great movie.
it was a great movie, and I love.
I don't think we have much to comment about it.
Yeah,
It's insane some of the things that they've done, but it's
yeah,
a weird feel good movie,
Yeah.
like in a weird way a
Yeah.
feel good movie.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful and it's poignant.
yeah.
Also,
And I-
what I talked about, I love that they expelled the jokey kid at
Mhm.
the end, because the jokey kid would have been the first to be like,
Yeah, up and up.
"Oh, the sir,
Yeah,
we
fuck
fought for
you, guys."
No, you had to expel him so that the kids who didn't take initiative
Yeah,
would stand up and say like,
because then
"We
it's
did it."
more like
It's more impactful, and it also makes sense that he was fired. Because I'm telling you, I would have been that kid. I would have come to that office and be like, "And fuck you," and I wouldn't have done it with nearly as much charisma as him.
yeah,
There's a scene where they're like, "Who did this?" and a phone rings, and he's holding. This is before phones, like before
Yeah.
like mobile phones. He's holding a landline.
Landline,
He's
yeah.
like, "Oh, it's God calling you," and I'm like, Selma, I would have begged this man for his hand in marriage
Yeah.
at that age.
Mhm.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Mother of the week.
Do you have
You
one?
know yours. Quinta Bronson.
Okay. Who?
She's Janine.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
watched.
an odd one. I mean, random.
I love her. I just like the fact that she went from BuzzFeed to doing like the best modern sitcom
Yeah.
is so
She's
insane.
a writer too.
She's the writer of the show. When you
Oh.
watch the show, it says created by Quinta Bronson.
I fully didn't connect
Janine
that
is the
she's
writer
Janine.
of the show.
Yeah.
Janine is the writer.
I knew a writer was came from BuzzFeed, but I didn't know it was good for her.
Quinta Bronson,
I love her.
She's the one. She's in the meme. Amra says I'm that meme all the time. Where like her and a boyfriend go to the movie theater.
Yeah.
And he goes like, "Yeah, and I'll have a large popcorn and gummy bears." Oh, you got money. And that's her. She was on BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
Like, if you followed BuzzFeed, you would
Yeah,
recognize
yeah.
that that's Janine. But just the fact that you came from BuzzFeed, which is such a weird
Yeah.
like they were like Disney princesses are not feminist,
Yeah.
to like making
Very good show.
the best modern sitcom. Like it's postmodern family. There's not
A good.
sitcom
yeah.
to this level.
Yeah.
Genuinely, and I'm so shocked, and I'm so like, and they are saying that they might end it soon, and I'm like, I want like a good 6 seasons of brilliant television.
Yeah. Got on a high note, and I don't like it when it's being milked. Even though I I am the type to like, give me 17 seasons, give me something to do for a year.
Yeah, but if
But if it falls off, don't.
The thing
force
is,
it.
they're now actors don't want to be just in one project.
Yeah.
And Abbott Elementary is like what, 7 people
Yeah.
are in the main cast.
Yeah, so
And you can't expect everyone. It's not Modern Family where they're all like, yes, we're doing this.
Yeah.
And they don't have because they're releasing episodes as the school year goes by.
Yeah.
So when the school year starts, they release an episode. Where the school year ends, they release their final episode of like, oh, now it's the end of school. And I understand that the actors don't want to necessarily do that. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
Live
do
your life.
I love her and I love Barb.
There you go.
Sweet baby Jesus and the grown
Good one too.
Oh, don't you look marvelous, young Margaret? Thank you. I'm dressed as you. You. Because you are. First of all, the oldest person you know is Mr. Johnson.
Do I have a mother? I really am trying to think of somebody. I feel like as far as people that haven't already been mother of the week for me, I've just had shitty experiences with people. So like I can't. Really...
What are you watching? What's up in the what's?
What am I watching? The new season of Criminal Minds, but I already made my main bitch.
Yeah, there's the main bitch in here.
I love her. I don't know. I'll just do Melissa because Melissa is my girl.
From Abbott Elementary, because you watched the new season of Abbott Elementary too, right? If a girl came into my house and ate my porridge and slept in my bed,
I need her ass. Just to be clear, I'm a bear in this.
The animal.
The animal. No, I
Melissa,
love
I'm gonna rewatch Parent Trap
because
because I always see the
I
scenes and I'm like, oh, it's Melissa.
Melissa. I've had a crush on her even in Parent Trap when I was watching it and I couldn't understand it
The
at the
other day,
time.
Amra and Sara went out, and she
Yeah.
looked exactly like her.
Oh,
Because she has red hair,
yeah,
and she did it like
yeah,
up and there's a scene in Parent Trap where because she was wearing like a shirt over her shirt, like
yeah,
a
yeah,
button up but
yeah.
open, and I was like, oh my god, Melissa.
Melissa. No, but in Parent Trap, she was queer coded. I know she ended up with the man, but that's a lesbian.
Did she end up with a man in
Yeah,
Parent Trap?
but with a funny man, very like one of those. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, whatever.
Fancy man. Because
With a fancy
he was a butler, I think, or something. So it's very.
Oh, did she end up with somebody from the mom's
Yeah.
side? Oh,
So it's
okay.
cute, you know.
You
They
gotta
got, like,
do
you
that.
gotta do
You
that,
gotta
and it's
do
cute.
that.
But she was a lesbian. Let's not.
I'm
lie to
so
each
upset about Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
other. Why?
Because you should have had one of like you had because Mrs. Smith had a girl agent that was her friend.
Yeah.
And Mr. Smith had a boy agent that was and
And
they
they-
didn't end up together.
Crazy. What are they
Like,
doing?
that's
Come on.
sacrilege.
Yeah, you
of,
got
like,
it.
a standard movie.
Yeah, you got to do that. No, but I've always had her in the back of my head, and then I started watching it, and I was like, oh my god, it's her, and then instantly my favorite character, and what I love about the world we live in today, TikTok, which they're feeding me Melissa thirst traps, and I'm like, thank you.
You know who I'm attracted to?
Oh,
Mr. Monk.
work. Anyway, bye.